Hello everyone and welcome to a fresh episode of Mentos Plays Spelunky. We are here for the October 18th daily challenge. Now, essentially what I'm doing here trying to play Spelunky today is seeing if a couple of tweaks I have made, a couple of things I have done to try to solve this seemingly random frame rate problem that I've been getting, have any effect and help out with the problem we've been having. Not only did I turn pretty much everything up to max performance on my laptop in terms of power usage, but I also ended up, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, I quit out of Skype, because I know that after a while Skype tends to be pretty resource intensive, just to see if it would help. So far it looks like we're still having some pretty noticeable drops. I just took damage trying to look at it, so I don't think this has fixed anything. I'm going to be continuing trying to fix it, and until I am relatively confident I've found a solution, I don't really want to jump into games that are less graphically intensive, so to speak, because I feel like that would end up kind of hurting the results. You know, if I'm playing something like Our Darker Purpose that has a bit less going on at once, is it really a good comparison for frame rate issues had while playing a game like Spelunky that has a whole lot of stuff going on at once, as well as relatively big levels and relatively intensive graphics compared to other games that I will and have played on the channel. So I am trying to figure this out. I will probably be playing Spelunky pretty consistently until I do. That doesn't mean nothing else, but it does mean that, you know, I need to figure this out. I need to figure out why my frame rates are suddenly dropping on my videos to such a huge degree where they didn't used to. Obviously something has changed which I am not quite sure of, and that is something that I need to figure out in order to keep the quality of videos up on this channel. So we are going to be continuing to look into that, quite frankly, doing our best to try to get quality back up to where it was before. You know, I mean, I've never had the best quality recordings because a laptop is not the best thing to be recording with, but I've also had much higher quality ones than what I've been putting up lately due to this little frame rate lagginess, and so I would like to do my best to try to get that sorted out as soon as possible, and get back to putting out videos that are more consistent in frame rate. So for the time being, we are trying our best to see what we can put up in this Spelunky run. This shop has nothing of interest to me, so we won't be robbing the shopkeeper on the first floor. There is a crate over there, a crate down below. We're going to grab this one for sure, that one probably not, because it's going to take us a couple of bombs to get that one up top. We did get some more bombs in there, which is good. I don't think I could cook a single bomb and get it to open up that chest without extremely good timing, so we're just going to leave it be. You know, for all I know it might be a bomb box, but it's not worth the risk if it's not. So we're just going to pass up the shop on this floor. We didn't see any sign of the key or the chest. We did get the damsel, took a damage as well, so not, you know, a net gain, but a net 0, which is also bearable. Of course it has to be a dark level up next, because Spelunky loves to be trolly. Oh, come on. Get back over that way, Scarab. Go on. Get over there. Go, go, go. Thank you. I love the fact that I've learned that you can somewhat, at least... Wow, that was close. This is why I hate dark levels. Can't see spiders falling from the ceiling. Okay. But yeah, in terms of scoring runs, which obviously the daily challenge is all about the score, you know, okay. Come on, Bat. Come on. There we go. But yeah, in terms of daily challenges, dark levels do have the benefit of having those scarabs on them, which do allow you to kind of build up a much higher amount of gold much easier, but they are also much harder to get through without taking damage, obviously, because you have no idea what's coming. So it is a very mixed bag on them. I do prefer to not have dark levels, but they have their advantages, is what I'm going for here. This is an altar. Excellent. So we can bring our damsel that we just saw over to the altar. should allow us to get an item, which we do not have very many of right now. We end up getting spike shoes. Not that useful just yet, will be very useful once we get to the ice caves. Assuming we do get to the ice caves, which has been a bit of a problem lately. But I'm confident today. I'm confident that we are going to have a good run, although it has not started out strong. I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling positive. I'm very happy that torch didn't hit the giant spider, because that would have turned my positivity around real quick. Of course, more ropes in the crate, because why would it be bombs, the thing that we need more importantly. We are going to drop our key down below, right by the chest, conveniently. We aren't going to have to play this double escort game very long. We're going to get our damsel, and we are going to run over here and drop down ourselves. Take out this giant spider for some paste. Perfect throw. And we get our paste, our ruby. We don't land on the spikes, very important. And we're going to get our jet eye, get our ruby for free, and move onwards. Ooh, that was real close. That damsel just dodged the bullet, or in this case the arrow, but close enough. Same old saying, kind of works for both. We aren't going to worry about that pot down there. This arrow trap we're going to trigger for safety in front of that spider web. Excellent. Things are going as planned on this floor. I like it. It's not always when you're playing Spelunky and things just happen to go as planned, but today things are going, not perfectly, but they're going pretty well. We're about to enter into the jungle. We've got 3 health, not great, not bad. We've got the Jet Eye, we've got enough bombs to find the black market, most likely. We did see a little bit of blinking, so it is on this floor. It is actually right over here by this corner. I see it now. Let's open up our entrance, and then we're going to just look over this first row here. Tiki traps kind of make me not want to explore any farther, so you know what, let's just go to the black market. Let's play this smart for right now. It's a good change of pace, right? Playing things smart instead of just kind of doing whatever. Let's see now. We're going to scope out the black market a bit. See what we got going on here. Decent amount of bombs, a jetpack, climbing gloves, spring shoes. Yeah, we're robbing this. I know that me robbing the shops does not always work out perfectly, but oops. That was a waste of my first and last bomb. That worked out surprisingly well. We got a cape. I guess it'll help until we get to the jetpack down below. We should be able to just walk to by firing repeatedly over here. Oh god! That was an impressive jump, Mr. Shopkeeper. That was a very, very impressive jump. Down there we got a kissing booth and a boomerang, neither of which are important. Now we go about the business of killing the Ankh Guardians. There we go. Perfect. And actually, all shopkeepers on this level are dead, which means there are some spikes below that have done some good work for us, which is obviously something I am quite happy about. Our damsel is quite clearly dead, especially now that I just fired that shotgun blast, but he was dead before, let's be honest here. We could of course go back and get the cape for the sake of getting that gold that's on the spikes. Not worth it. Not worth the risk, not worth the chance of the ghost appearing, not worth any of it. So we're gonna wait just to be safe and then exit through the door here. This run is going surprisingly well. For the first time I played Spelunky today, going decently. We should be able to get a Kapala on this floor, which is also excellent for us. This area is a little bit unsafe, but we made it work out. Oh, come on, Blue Frog. Now, I do hear our damsel. Let's sacrifice this dude on the altar here. He also thinks that frog have a shortcut up here. If we waste a bomb, we can get that guy down on there. Excellent. We could go up and get that one, and then we would only need one more cave person to get our way to Kapala land. And that would save us the damsel and allow us to get guaranteed health this floor. So I think this is a wise decision. We will leave our shotgun right here for now, grab this guy and run him to the altar. We don't have a parachute, so if I mess up my jetpack, I will be taking fall damage and stun. But that is something that is bound to happen sometimes. I have noticed that we are still getting some frame rate hiccups, unfortunately. I wish that I knew why that was. I tried my main solution that I thought would work, and it did not. We're gonna have to waste 2 bombs to get this damsel before Kapala. It's worth it. And seeing as our shopkeep is in the rushing water below, there's really no way for us to get him into the altar, which was my plan after sacrificing the cavemen. I figured if there were more we could do that, or if not we could use the shopkeeper. Didn't turn out that way, works anyway. We've got our Kapala. If we want, we could go murder this giant frog and try to get some blood out of that, which I don't think we got very much, if anything. And then we will move on to the exit and see what happens on the next floor. Shopkeeper's still going crazy down there, still has his shotgun. That's actually rather impressive when he is below the water like that. We are going to get some royal jelly on this level if we want it, which is always nice. We're going to get this crate. And then we will hopefully be able to manipulate this orange frog here into taking out both of these tiki traps, which it almost did. And then we are going to just kind of blow a 1 space hole, which means I'm going to want the bomb like right... I don't think we're going to be able to do this, but we can just bring them up here. Okay, that works. I want to drag Big B over here, and then bring it over here. And then we're just going to float up top and shoot her dead. Now we are in the beehive. There are no more bees in here. We could just use a bomb to save ourselves some time. We're getting a little bit lower than I would like to be. You know, 20 bombs is still decent, but it's not enough to carry you through the end of the game easily. There's our shopkeeper. I wish that he would get killed by that tiki trap. I don't think it's going to happen though. That works. Keep that up, Mr. Shopkeeper. Excellent. Oh, come on. You escaped there just in time. There we go. We are now up to 7 health. A rather vast increase from where we were just brief moments ago. And that is the Kapala and the royal jelly at work. We could use 1 bomb to get a crate. I think that's worth it. There is also a vault on this level, which I'm tempted to ghost. I'm tempted to do it. It may be unwise, but I am tempted. Although I guess it could be a shop that we just didn't notice because we took the short route, but it is a vault. It's going to take a lot of bombs to get into anyway, but down, so we're going to go from the bottom here. I'm going to waste an extra bomb just to get this tiki trap out of here. Solve some potential issues for us. Ghost should be coming from the left side here. Excellent. Turn all those gems into diamonds, Mr. Ghost. Shopkeeper is relatively stuck. That should kill him. It did, in fact. Excellent. That went better than I could have ever really hoped for it to go, quite frankly. And we are out of here at 184,500 gold. This is a very good run. I hope that I do not blow it, and it smells like wet fur in here is a good way to encourage me to blow it. Although I do absolutely love this snazzy jazz music. I would be interested in using the altar, but I don't want to risk accidentally giving myself the 8 health bonus before I've sacrificed myself and it's worthwhile. You know, our health isn't quite at the max that we could make use of, but it is pretty high up there. And we're going to get a lot of bombs on this level. I love it. Hopefully that helps him escape. Not really. That should, though. Perfect. Excellent. This is working out well for us. I mean, we might as well bring the damsel with, just in case. I don't know why we're going to need, you know, more than 8 health, but... Oops. How did you survive that, damsel? I am impressed. Now let me whip you again for more blood. There we go, 10 health. We are 1 health shy of being able to withstand an explosion, which doesn't really help us much because we're going to be sacrificing ourselves and bringing ourselves to 4 health very soon. There was a shopkeeper immediately at the start of this level. That could have been bad. But we took him out easily. He doesn't really have anything of interest to us. I mean, there's a jetpack in there. We already have a jetpack. There are spike shoes. We already had those. A Matic doesn't help us much. Between having to sacrifice ourselves soon and the fact that we are pretty well set on bombs now, getting a Matic, pretty much the main thing that the Matic gives you is the ability to get more money and the ability to move around easier at this point. It doesn't really help you all that much in money. It does help, but not a whole lot. And other than that, it mainly gives you the ability to move around easier and to fight Olmec a bit easier. But having this many bombs, neither of those should be an issue. Of course, since we've seen that we have our head statue on this level, we do not have to be worried about dying, because this is where we want to die. Very important note, we should actually die. I have had a couple runs lately where I have not killed myself, and been very disappointed that our run that was going real well was ruined. I don't want that to happen this run. So we are taking this damsel to the exit, where she will give us a health, and then we're falling to our death, respawning inside the giant head statue, and we are moving on with the Hedget. I like it. I have noticed some frame rate drops, but not nearly as consistent as they were yesterday at the very least. There is an altar on this level, so we may be able to get 8 extra health right off the bat here, which would be real helpful, of course. We're going to start out by sacrificing this Yeti. Excuse me, my voice kind of got screwy when I took that drink. I kind of hate when that happens. Usually the drink is supposed to help your voice, not screw it up. Go away, UFO. I do not want to be blown up by you, and I do not want you to blow up my altar. So our damsel is in a kissing booth, which means she'll probably end up dead, quite frankly. I wish it wasn't so. Oh, I took fall damage from that? We're going to toss a bomb there, which should kill this shopkeeper. And that one. Excellent. Which means that we will get our 8 health, as well as we can whip this damsel a couple times for blood, which might give us another full Kapala charge. It did. Now we should get 8 health when we sacrifice her. If not her, the shopkeeper will give us enough. I think we are just about on the cusp. Yes. We should be able to... Whoops. Must remember, I'll take fall damage if I hit the ground from that. And please tell me this is just enough like I think it is. Yes! 14 health. So at this point, our main concern is really insta-kills, which do happen, which are a big threat, but are avoidable. Another thing that's really great about having a lot of bombs, the fact that the thwomps in the temple and the City of Gold become much less of a nuisance. I don't know what just happened there, but I'm glad it did. Oh dear lord! What just happened? I'm sorry, doggy. I don't even know how you died. That was probably not worth the risk for a little bit of money, but hey, this is a daily challenge. This is all about gold. Let's go up here. We are going to be ghosting the vault on this level, which I know has to be on this level because it wasn't on any of the previous levels. We're going to be doing our best to avoid any infinite combos or infinite combos. Okay, maybe I did miss the vault at some point, which is a shame, quite frankly, because we could have easily ghosted it. We have more than enough bombs, more than enough ability, given our jetpack, but you know what? We're going to stomp on this Yeti's head for a little bit more blood, and we're going to go on to the temple for the first time in several videos. I am feeling really, really good about this daily challenge. I mean, it's not a, you know, million-plus run, which, you know, some people are able to put up, but for myself, it's not bad. I am not a pro Spelunky player. I do not profess to be one. You know what? We are going to plant a bomb here, get rid of this tiki trap. We aren't actually going to try to save the dog because I don't feel like doing that much of an escort mission, but we are going to try to get some blood out of him. Although that is kind of not going horribly well. We did get some though. We at least got back to 13 health. I know there's not exactly a big difference between 12 and 13 when it comes to health, but don't want to anger that alligator man or fall into the lava. Hawkman, not so much of a concern. Anubis we should be able to kill pretty easily. Just got to avoid his pink rings of death. Good. Now disappear, all you pink rings. Thank you. Now we're going to use you to kill this mummy. Oh god! The pink rings of death only do 10 damage. I thought it was just an insta-kill. Holy crap, I am the luckiest man in the world. I did not think that scepter used through. It almost cost us this run. Instead, because we got that 8 bonus health, we are still going strong. I am very, very excited by that fact. What just hit me? A used arrow. That sounds so much more horrible when you say it. Like, you think it was a used arrow because it was one that already hit something. Then you actually think of like how that sounds and you're like, is arrow slang for something and just making this sound awkward or what? Anyway, we have the scepter. We are going to Temple Part 2, and we are looking for the entrance to the City of Gold. We might actually get to hell on this run, especially with the entrance to the City of Gold being right here. There is a thwomp. You want to draw thwomp in, crush that dude, and then toss bomb on thwomp. Oh god! Toss bomb on thwomp. I am seriously the world's luckiest man in this run, let's be honest here. There's another thwomp down there, don't care to deal with it, but I do care to deal with this dude who I can just easily whip a few times, and I could have gotten some health out of it if I hadn't let him run into me twice. That was real dumb, I admit it. I am happy to admit that I failed miserably there. Now, you could try to go to the shopkeeper, get a shotgun. That is rather foolish. We're going to the City of Gold. We don't quite have the resources needed to try to just blow up everything in the City of Gold, which is obviously a strategy that really helps you get a lot of money. But we do have enough that we are confident that we can at least make it to hell if I do not make some stupid mistakes in terms of health. Taking out this mummy is rather easy. Taking out this one up higher, not quite so easy. Actually, that was pretty easy too, I'll admit. I overestimated that mummy. Ooh, I should take out this one while I still have access. Yes! Perfect. get this guy up here. Stomp his head because he gives a lot of blood that I missed almost all of. Let's go get this scarab with that guy for an extra health. And then stomp him to get him out of the way permanently. Mr. Lava Man was kind of scarily close there, but nothing that hurt. Now we are up here where the Necronomicon lie. We want to do some management here before we get into fighting Anubis 2 and trying to move on. One thing that needs done is taking out this Thwomp, which worked out perfectly. The shopkeeper I would like to take care of, but he's going to be a little bit harder. Ooh, I almost just walked right in front of that arrow trap. I am an idiot. I hit the wrong button. Oh well. Need to be done anyway. Perfect. Shopkeep is dead. The shotgun lies right next to this golden tiki trap here, which is no problem for me since I have a lot of bombs. Kill that Hawkman. This is going really well. Now just don't mess it up. We will kill Anubis 2 the easy way by way of 1 bomb, 2 bomb. Get out of there, bomb. Oh dear lord, are you serious? Wrong button. So what happened there, if you did not follow, was the first bomb blew up, and that bomb knocked Anubis 2 into me, which caused Anubis 2 to blow up on top of me, which caused me to die from the explosion. So, yeah. I guess that's going to do it for this episode. That was a rather unceremonious and very disappointing ending, quite frankly. It happens. That was something that I did not expect to happen. Honestly, the climbing gloves are kind of the culprit there. When I tried to throw the bombs on Anubis and get away, I clung onto that wall and got hit and kind of flew in the opposite direction just to get away, when I probably should have just dropped down like my original plan was. So we should have had a hell run that time. Fluke error kind of messed it up. It happens. As always, take care everyone. I hope you enjoyed the episode on this actually rather good run of Spelunky, and I will see you next time. Laters.